We are pleased to welcome in the always fun, energetic, and entertaining Jonathan Tavernari, former BYU basketball standout, European star. JT, first and foremost, when is the hair appointment to have your head shaved set up for?
You guys want to do it? Do you want to do it? Do you want to record it? Do you want to do it? Do you know how to do it?
No, not really. I just know how to.
Do you know how to do
shaved.
it?
I'm not sure I know how to do it, but I'm a fast learner.
Do you want to do it?
What's funny is when we did it on the set, I never had it like touched up at all. And I realized that later. I was like, oh, hopefully we did it well because it didn't grow in weird.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to set it up and bring the cameras, I mean, you can kind of just do it's not very long
Is
right
it
now.
kind of shaved right now?
Yeah.
Is this really a thing?
But, I mean, anyway.
We're not doing your beard, by the way.
You're not?
No.
You keep it?
You have a nice face. I don't want to mess with that.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. But if you want to do it, then afterwards, I'm going to put a razor to it. Remember how everybody always asks me, why did you do it in college? And I'm like, listen, the honor code is no joke, right? I love it. I respect it. And there were multiple times that people would, hey, you need to be clean shaven.
You need to mind your business.
Well, I didn't say that. And I'll say, hey, thanks, come to the basketball games, right? I mean, that's how you get sellout crowds, right? And so I'm like, fine. And if you guys remember my freshman year, my hair was kind of like about this length. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of it. And, you know, when you're in the shower, it's just easier for you to just kind of shave everything, just cover the eyebrows. And, you know,
I learned that the hard way, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you shaved your eyebrows?
No.
Oh, I was about to say that would have been interesting, but
no.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I had it in college.
That's if BYU wins the Natty, yeah.
Yeah, and so
Jim's going to shave his eyebrows if they win the national championship.
In basketball or football? Or both?
Men's rugby again. Just kidding.
Okay, we'll line it up, man.
Okay, hey, I'm all for it. So
okay, WCC honors are coming out in like 30 to 70 minutes or something, right? In the next little while. Should Yoli Childs be the player of the year?
Here's the thing. You have my personal opinion, and by what I've always been a part of, you're not talking about the non-conference player of the year. You're talking about the West Coast Conference player of the year. Obviously, conference. I didn't want to say conference back-to-back, but that's what you're talking about. And how fitting is that the very last game against Pepperdine is what put him over the limit of games needed, and now he's the leading scorer and rebounder, and he is dominating. And so I do think BYU exceeded expectations coming into the this 2019-2020 season. And so, yes, I think that he is a player of the year. But you can't disregard Petrusev from Gonzaga. I mean, he is NBA bound. Is he a lottery pick like Jacob Poto or whatnot? He reminds me of him. We don't know, but he is an NBA caliber player, right? And people tend to fall in love with, potential and this guy, and so forth. So, yes, Yoli should be a player of the year because of everything that he has accomplished in conference play. But if you look at it, this year will be interesting because BYU, if you look at the big three, right, the so-called big three, TJ Haws, Jake Toolson, and Yoli Childs, you would expect all of those guys to make first team, right?
And it's a 10-player team.
It ain't gonna happen.
You think two?
First team. I'm talking about the first five. I know the way
do it 10.
They do it different, right? They don't have a freshman of the year. They have a newcomer of the year, and so
that's for Gonzaga's transfers,
right? Yes, and so and
or BYU's for that matter,
or BYU's. There you go.
But you know what I mean? Maybe Jake, because did Jake ever play in the West Coast Conference?
Yes.
I think it was West Coast Conference already.
But they made him eligible. We know this.
Yeah. Right. And so what I personally think is if because of that, those three guys probably would be in the top 10, right? Along with the point guard for St. Mary, Jordan
Ford.
Yep. The point guard from Pepperdine, yes.
Kobe Ross.
We
had him on the.
I also think the big man from Pacific,
Jaleel Tripp.
He's kind of a small forward.
Yes. So I think those, along with Yoli, those are the six that are pretty much locked in. And then you have all the guys from Gonzaga. You know what I mean? You got
just throwing any four basically.
Well, because they're so good. You know what I mean? And so I think that there's going to be another two guys from Gonzaga.
Kispert, Tilly, Woolridge.
Pick your poison. Definitely think Tilly. Here's the thing, though. Who do you pick? Do you pick Petrusev or do you pick Tilly? Because Yoli's not going to be out of there. So it depends, or maybe put both of them there. And so it's it's interesting. You know, and again, it's cool to have honors. You know, in my career, I was very fortunate, and you know, and lucky. Talked about this yesterday with a friend of mine, Jonas. It's funny that how, you know, when you work really hard, you tend to be very lucky. You know what I mean? And so,
funny how that works.
Yeah, and so, but you know, I made all Mountain West. You know, pretty much every year, and so it's
Were
cool.
you 6th man of the year one year? They had that or something?
So my senior year.
That was cool.
So it's great, right? And at the moment, but in reality, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really mean anything, right? And so, but I think for Yoli, being the player of the year would be a great honor. It would kind of be, you know, the cherry on the top to finish a great career at BYU and the things that he came back for. And so I really think that he's deserving. And again, the performance he put up against Gonzaga, against Pepperdine, the last 3 or 4 games, I mean, he's literally being dominant, right? And I know you got to ask me a few questions, but how?
No, we don't. Keep going.
It baffles me that nobody comes and double team this man.
Well, I laughed at it. I
am amazed at this. Nobody double team this man. They're literally going, well, BYU is going to beat us we're going to see if they can beat us by the inside game, because they're not going to make enough threes to beat us. And I'm like, okay, well, let's give the ball to one of the best players in the country and let them get 40.
Yoli said, I felt bad I shot so much. Because this was the game where they said, we're not going to double down, and we're not going to let the #1 3-point shooting team in the country beat us, which I understand that. But at some point in the game, don't you go, okay, he's got like 24 on 13 shots. Right. We should change this. It never happened.
However, credit to Pepperdine, though, because
no, they lost by 17. No credit. No.
It was a close game until about 10 minutes to go. See,
losers talk about margins.
You need blue goggles, not because you're seeing to the future, but because you're the biggest homer that I know after Greg Wrubell.
I'm the biggest homer.
BYU, you
don't watch this show very much.
Spence, it was a close game.
It was close. They were down by 3 at half.
What do I say about margins?
You say losers talk about margins.
Losers talk about margins besides the final score.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
Very prophetic.
Hey, it was close with 10 minutes. That's good for Pepperdine. It's not good for BYU. Who cares? They won. USD's going, dude, we almost beat BYU. BYU's like, we won the game.
My point is, and if you let me finish before you're going about this losers, margins, and all this AP calculus, which looks like you did in high school.
I never took calculus.
You look like the guy. You look like the guy in high school that took.
Does this say math?
Okay, but I will say this: teams are now saying, "I want to see if BYU can beat us by scoring inside the 3-point line." And it's interesting because BYU is winning these games. They are 100% winning these games. But against Pepperdine, against San Diego, it's been closer than what I expected.
Santa Clara.
It has been closer, right? And then you kind of go like, well, but what about Gonzaga? Because Jake is taking step backs and shooting from half court, doing the Steph Curry routine. And you're like, yeah, I mean, but Gonzaga played doubling Yoli. Gonzaga, one of the best teams in the country, doubled this man, and nobody else is doing it.
Because they thought he may turn it over, right?
Do you know?
Right.
But he didn't, right? Maybe
just
he threw the ball.
one time he threw it away.
But it happens, right? If 9 times out of 10 you do something right, I mean, I'll live with those odds. And so I'm very interested to see, and I think it's so weird, and this is not a bash on Tom Homo. I know he likes the conference, but it is so weird the way that the WCC does their scheduling. It's so weird. BYU does not play for, another 6 days after playing on Saturday? That's a big old break.
Gonzaga asked for this, essentially.
Oh, 100%.
Well, and it's to get on TV for the tourney. And the
sure, and I'm not questioning the TV side of it. It's a business, right? I mean, this is a business. I 100% agree with you. However, it is catered to Gonzaga because Gonzaga has been head and shoulders the best team in the conference and has been for almost 2 decades. But they only got to play 2 games, right? And what are the odds that they beat Pepperdine or Pacific or whatever? Now has BYU. But in the past, what are the odds that they wouldn't just steamroll over one of these teams and then just let the chips fall against St. Mary's in the title game?
Right, and it's to avoid lowering what was the RPI and the net, which I can understand.
100%. However, in the grand scheme of things, if you look at it, I honestly, in my very first thought, as soon as I'm like, the brackets came out, BYU doesn't play until Monday. My very first thought is, the momentum might not be there anymore, right? Because here's the thing. BYU is hot right now. One of the hottest teams in the country, hands down. Nobody wants to see BYU right now, right? But if you got this steaming train, just keep going, and he doesn't have a foe to kind of clash, I mean, it's hard for you to keep the enthusiasm up with just practice, with just shoot around, lifting weights or whatnot. But at the very same time, Mark Pope and his staff have done a tremendous job keeping that motivation up. And so I just personally think, in my experience as a player, here in college, but also professionally, even when you have in the playoffs and you're the momentum, it's tough when you are like in their rhythm and you're going, and then maybe you have like a week off. You get a little bit rusty, and it's natural.
Jonathan Tavernari with us on BYU Sports Nation. Always entertaining, my friend. I have an assignment for you. I need you to go to Twitter, and I need you to tweet out what seed BYU deserves right now.
Huh.
Okay?
Yeah.
What they deserve right now and why.
What do you think they deserve?
A 5 seed. Okay?
I think there are 3 scenarios. What do you think?
We got to go.
That's fair.
Let's talk during the break.
That's fair. But there are 3 scenarios, though, and very legitimate. Though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Go get that Twitter followership. Let's go, man.
Yeah, we're going to have you on before Selection Sunday again. We will chat at length about this.
Sure.
There's lots to discuss.
Okay. All right.
And if you pay, you can watch on Facebook Live and get the unedited content. No, I'm just playing. JT, thanks, man.
I appreciate it, guys. I get my fair share of laughs when I come over here. I appreciate it.
Whether merited or not.